Last week, my wife and I, we went to this beach called Kelingking Beach in Nusa Penida. Nusa Penida is an island in Indonesia, by the way. And Kelingking Beach is this really beautiful beach that you can see from the mountain top. The water is just pristine and clear, and the scene from above and looking down at the beach is just one you would say that's very Instagrammable. A lot of people go there just to take pictures with their legs dangling on the cliff with the beach in front and below them. But for us, we didn't want just photos. We wanted to really go down there to the beach to swim and chill out. Now, if you've been to this beach, you would know that going there is a nightmare. It's crazy. The stairway or any semblance of a stairway is just so hard to trek, and they're practically carved out of the side of the mountain. The path is so narrow that at some points, only one person can and should pass at a time. And while you're walking down this stairway, you have the face of the mountain on your right side and you have the cliff on your left. And it plunges all the way down to the bottom. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take any photos or videos because my left hand is holding onto the wooden rail and my right hand is holding onto dear life. And there is this lingering feeling that at any moment, the wooden rail would fail and we would all plunge down to our demise. To make things even worse, we were just wearing thongs. That's flip-flops for you non-Aussie friends. Before we went on our trip, my wife really wanted to go and see this beach. But during this time when we were trekking down the side of the mountain, all she could think of was to go back and basically abort the whole thing. Halfway through though, we thought, you know what? We're already here. We might as well keep going. Finally, after 45 minutes of grueling trek, we made it to the beach. And yeah, it was super nice. We weren't disappointed in any way. Not that we have any expectations to begin with, so there's really nothing to be disappointed about. We stayed there about an hour and a half before deciding to go back. To go back. By that, I mean to go back up. Because of course, there's no other way out of that beach than to go all the way up and exactly where we went through earlier. At this point, my arms are already shaking, my legs trembling. It was just so exhausting. A third of the way, my wife wanted to give up and just sit there on the steps. To be honest, at the time, all I could think of was how and why did we ever put ourselves in that situation? I was tired, she was tired, and we have the sun glaring at us and we have no water left. Nevertheless, we kept going. We took small breaks to catch our breath, but we kept going and going and going. After half an hour, we made it to the top and out of the stairway of death. Finally, success. We took a few minutes to cool down and kept going up and up until where the cemented steps started. Before finally claiming our victory and heading home, I took one last look at the beach from the exact spot where I was looking from earlier. I saw the same beach, I saw the same pristine waters, and I saw the same mountainside. Everything was the same and yet different. And I kept thinking to myself, what made it different? What has changed? Did the scenery in front of me change? No. It wasn't the scenery that changed. It was how I looked at it that did. And that is when I realized that the view from the top is so much better when you've been at the bottom. My name is Icon and thank you for coming to my TED Talk.